Okay, so pupunta na tayo sa next na speaker. So actually, ikinagagalak ko na ipakilala ang next na speaker. So tuwang-tuwa ako sa kaibigan na ito. I mean, despite all of her achievements, napaka-humble niya at saka napakabait. So this is going to be Professor Dindi Voils. So assistant professor siya ng chemistry sa Louisiana. Tapos ang dami niya ring mga work sa industry. So quality assurance and technical manager siya ng isang coating company. Consultant siya ng mga polymers. Napakalawak ang kanyang experience. I mean, environment, biotechnology, pagkain, chemicals, lahat yan na-conquer ni Dr. Voils. So si Dr. Voils, I mean, just like most of us, I mean, galing kami sa UPLB. So doon siya nag-BS ng chemistry at nag-PhD siya sa University of Houston. So let's all welcome Professor Dindi Voils.
Thank you, Kuya Chester, for that very warm introduction. So, let me share my screen. Ayan. Okay, so magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Patanghali na po. Salamat po sa for staying with us. So we're on, I think, topic number 6 for today. So ang naka-assign po sa akin is yung fostering adaptability. So sa slide up po ito, I included adaptability is the key skill of the future. And I got this from a human resource magazine. So it tells us that around 65% daw po ng mga bata ngayon will end up working in jobs that don't exist yet. So, dahil hindi pa nag-exist ng mga jobs na to, how do we prepare our children for the future? So, mahalaga po na we prepare them by teaching these soft skills para prepare sila for facing unpredictability and uncertainty. So, bago po ako mag-proceed, let me define what an adaptable person is. So, pag sinabi po nating adaptable, it's someone is able to modify, acclimate, evolve to new conditions or environment. So, medyo kakaiba po siya sa resiliency kasi yung resiliency po, when faced with adversity, yun po yung nagiging response natin. Yung adaptability naman po is our response when a change happens. So ito po yung mga synonyms na makikita natin with the word adapt. So there's change, adjust, modify, redesign, rework, alter, acclimatize, and evolve. So mas pinaka-familiar po talaga tayo is yung konsepto ng pagbabago, which is change. So, yan po yung quote from Heraclitus. Sabi niya, the only thing constant in life is change. So, medyo alam naman po natin ito bilang human beings, na pabago-bago po, every day, every second of our life, things are changing. And yet, marami po sa atin, especially as we get older, medyo nahihirapan po tayong mag-respond positively sa mga pagbabago sa buhay natin. So, ito po i-share ko sa inyo. Kagaya po nung nabanggit ni Sir Chester, I've been working sa mga iba't ibang industries. And kahit saan man po ako pumunta, mapa-academia, mapa-industry, ito po yung mga common na naririnig ko sa mga senior associates actually. Not to single them out, but ito lang po yung naging trend. So like, naririnig po natin yung, we have always done it this way. I have been working here for 25 years. If it's not broken, don't fix it. So ito po yung mga sinasabi ng karamihan whenever they don't want a change. And part po kasi ng trabaho ko is change management. So I get to be the bad guy. But bakit po ba nagre-resist ng change ang karamihan sa atin? Well, first and foremost po, when we currently, we like stability, we like status quo. So gusto po natin lagi tayong komportable. And we don't want to step out of that comfort zone. So we are creature of habits. Kapag nabago mo na yung, pag may gustong magbago ng mga habits natin, mga routines natin, of course, you don't want that. Kasi nga, hindi siya komportable. Change creates anxiety and fear. So during the change process itself, medyo hindi nga siya komportable. Kasi nga, madi-disrupt lahat ng mga routines mo, ganyan. And then, of course, for the future state, we are scared of the unknown, which stems from fear of failure na nabanggit na po ng mga earlier speakers natin, kagaya po nung ni Marky tsaka ni Ma'am Daang. So ito po yung mga common causes of resistance to change. So, i-share ko lang po yung personal journey ko, paano ko po nagamit tong skill na to bilang scientist, yung adaptability po. So kagaya po ng mga iba nating speakers, they were able to apply certain skills that they learned in school to their own lives. So ako po, I'm married to a civil servant right now. And in the past 6 years, we've already moved to 3 different states. And what it meant for me was to find a job that is within the area. So, pabago-bago po ako ng trabaho. And ang main passion ko po talaga is teaching sa college setting. And hindi po palagi may opportunity na bukas for me. So, I had to be adaptable to the environment and I had to be flexible kung ano po yung available sa area. So, ito po yung mga naging industries na napuntahan ko, kagaya nga po nung introduction. So, napunta na po ako sa environmental industry, sa academia, biotechnology and food, and then ngayon, nasa coatings industry ako. So, in all the moves, of course, there's always a season of adjustment. Ganyan. So, parang kakasimula ko pa lang po mag-adjust, lilipat na naman po ulit kami. So, nadidisrupt po talaga yung status ko. But because of my training as a scientist at grad school and even in college, is yun, madali naman pong, I find it, hindi po lang madali. Nag-struggle din ako, pero hindi po siya, for me, it wasn't end of the world pag nakaka-encounter ako ng mga bagong environment. So, bago ko po simulan yung some strategies na feeling ko is makakatulong po to foster adaptability sa classroom, let me share this quote from you. Normally, para siyang rephrased quote from a quote attributed to Charles Darwin. Sabi niya, "It is not the strongest or the most intelligent who will survive, but those who can best manage change." Kasi nga, di ba, palagi tayong, the world is changing. So, hindi forget matalino ka, you can actually adapt to change easily and therefore thrive and survive. So, yun, how do we foster adaptability in STEM classes? So I have 3 points that I think that I want to share. These are all my personal take. So kung yung may mga professors po tayo, mga instructors dito, mga teachers na nagpa-practice na po ng mga susunod kong sasabihin, and congratulations po, kudos po sa inyo kasi talaga pong you care about your students, kung paano rin po kayo mag-improve as an educator. And so kung hindi pa po, don't worry, we can always start somewhere. And ito po yung mga suggestions ko how to foster adaptability. So first one, be an influencer. Second one, dispel the fear of the unknown. And then third one, encourage continuous learning. So I'm going to unpack each point. So being an influencer, di ba, these days we use social media. So ano ba yung influencer? They are people who use certain products or use certain services personally, and then they share it to everyone, kung ano yung reviews nila, kung ano yung opinion nila about certain things. So in a way, tayo po as educators, we are influencer, and we can't really foster adaptability kung sa sarili po natin, hindi po natin siya ina-apply, kung hindi po tayo if you don't experience it firsthand. So maging example po tayo ng adaptability. So first, let's make sure that we're always updated with STEM news. So shinare ko po itong mga mga website, they are free. So siguro yung iba hindi available sa Philippines, pero marami po dyan na marami pong libreng website where you can read news about, ano bang nangyayari ngayon sa aerospace, sa chemistry, physics, and different fields, engineering, and so on and so forth. So make sure po na updated kayo sa mga STEM news, and maybe you can probably spend once a week or once a month just highlighting a news from, a new discovery, a new technology, and then your students can talk about it. You can ask questions. Ano ba yung opinion nila? What would be the benefits or disadvantage of certain discovery or technology? So makikita nila ng mga estudyante na, uy, si ma'am or si sir updated kung ano yung latest. No? So makikita rin nila na nagbabago yung mundo. The world is changing outside the four walls of the classroom. And then also, if you're allowed, make sure to explore educational technology. So alam ko po medyo standardized po yung ating curriculum ngayon. So kung bigyan po kayo ng permission ng mga school director or principal, so why don't explore educational technology, especially ngayon na we're doing online teaching. So binigyan ko lang po kayo ng examples, and Dr. Carrasco also gave some examples of educational technology that you can explore and use in your classroom. So ang favorite ko po dyan yung Kahoot kasi para siyang game show pero pwede mo siyang gawing pa quiz. And then Remind, it's like it's like an instant messenger system, pero you can use it for as the name itself, Remind. You can remind your students yung assignment nila, or just send them a positive quote or something, and you can also remind them about upcoming exams and what have you. And also Google Forms, you can have a survey, and just if you want feedback, just want to learn in general, how is your class doing as a group, you can ask questions and have a survey. You can use this, and it's for free. So karamihan po nito ay libre, po. So ang problema na lang po talaga natin is yung internet connection natin sa Pilipinas, no? So hopefully ma-improve po yan in the near future. So yan po yung part for being an influencer. So make sure that you're updated with STEM news, and then explore educational technology. So the next point is dispelling the fear of the unknown. So actually, ito po, it stems from the fear of failure. So I'm sure some of you have heard of this, especially kung you've been in education for a long time. Yung binanggit po ni Dr. Carol Dweck sa book niyang Mindset. It's about the somebody nobody syndrome. So a lot of us do not try or do not embrace change kasi we fear that baka hindi po natin makayanan yung change, and therefore we lose. So if we lose, we become nobody, but if we win, we become somebody. So we need to make sure na in the classroom, we don't foster that kind of mentality. So ano po ba yung mga practical things that we can do in the classroom that will dispel the fear of the unknown? So the first one, again, if hindi nyo pa po ito nagagawa, I encourage you na spend some time highlighting some successful personalities, scientists, engineers, and even entrepreneurs. So just tell them their stories. Ano ba yung paano nila na-achieve yung mga successes nila. So gaya nga ng sinabi ni Marty na yung mga successful na tao is they failed many times, and they embraced a lot of changes and transitions in their life. So pag i-highlight po natin yung mga successful personalities, makikita, we're planting a seed to our students and telling them that it's okay to fail and it's okay to not know everything. So yun po yung magandang i-highlight sa mga estudyante para yun nga na prepare yung emotional intelligence nila when it comes to failures. And then the next one I included is, especially ngayon po na online yung learning natin, you can host career webinars. So you can invite local, local scientists or even Filipino Science Hub to give you to give career webinars where they could share ano ba yung mga naging experiences nila sa mga, especially pag nagta-transition from high school to college. So back in my time po, wala po kaming ganon nung high school kami. Parang, okay, graduate na kayo, bye. Wala pong, parang walang career guidance. So mahalaga po na bigyan po natin ng paggagabay yung mga estudyante natin, what to expect from high school to college. And then, ito na sabi na rin po ito ni, I think ni Ate Daang, ni Professor Aguila. So, instill in appreciation of effort. So, marami pong hindi nag-embrace ng change kasi nga yun, fear of failure. And karamihan po, yung nasa-celebrate palagi is yung mga matataas ng score, yung 100 palagi. Sa UP po, mahilig po tayong mag-post ng mga top-notchers sa exams, ganyan, which I liked it nung ako yung nagtatop, pero nung hindi, parang naiinis ako. But anyway, make sure po na, yun nga, we need to reinforce then positively yung mga medyo nagpa-fall behind sa mga klase natin na be sensitive po kung ano yung nagagawa nilang tama sa class and then give them positive reinforcement on those things. And then also, constant feedback po. As to kung ano po yung, and nabanggit na po ito ni Dr. Jeffrey kanina na bigyan ng feedback ang mga estudyante whether they're doing good or not. And we need to emphasize na yun nga, when you put in effort, magkakaroon ka ng results. So if you're failing or if you don't know something, it's not the end of the world. Pwede kang mag-effort pa rin. And then the third thing that you can do to dispel the fear of the unknown or fear of failure is to build community and encourage collaboration and teamwork. So medyo hindi ko po ito expound kasi meron po tayong part of teamwork, fostering teamwork at the end of this webinar. So ngayon po nagtuturo ako sa college. So ang ginagawa ko po to build community online is I have discussion forums. So I post questions na students are required to answer, and then students are also required to comment on those posts. So pwede silang mag-exchange ng experiences nila, depende sa tanong, and then they can also give praises, appreciate kung ano yung mga opinion ng mga kaklase nila. So in this way, makikita ng mga estudyante na, hindi lang pala ako I'm not the only one undergoing these challenges in the class. So makikita nila na pare-parehas lang sila ng challenges. So ma-dispel po yung fear of failure. And of course, you can leverage social media, Facebook, or total ang mga estudyante naman po natin, palagi tayo lahat na nasa social media naman po palagi. Why not leverage that to build community and encourage collaboration and teamwork? And then of course, you can initiate an activity where teachers and students actually collaborate. So yan po yung main, one of the goals din sa Filipino Science Hub is to unite teachers and students together. So meron po tayong Facebook account and YouTube and TikTok kung saan po is, yun nga, may nagkakaroon po ng connection ang teachers and students natin. And my last point is how to foster adaptability in the classroom is encourage continuous learning. So yun nga po, hindi po dapat natatapos ang learning sa loob lang ng classroom. So in the onset of online teaching and during this pandemic, ang suggestion ko po is manood po rin po kayo ng mga YouTube videos available. Free po yan sa YouTube, and then you can share this in the class. Ito po yung mga website or YouTube channels na personally po pinapanood ko. Vsauce, with the Mindfield, ASAP Science, Arvin Ash, and of course, PhilSci Hub. So we actually post webinars for your continuous learning. But before Phil's, I have actually, ang pinaka-paborito ko yung Arvin Ash. He talks about particle physics. And hindi ko po yan natutunan nung undergrad ako. So, tuwang-tuwa po ako dyan kasi siguro couple of years ago ko lang natutunan kung ano ba yung mga leptons, mga quarks, ganyan. Hindi naman po kasi natin pinofocus yan sa chemistry. So, with that, I was able to integrate those concepts in my general chemistry class, telling them na, hindi natatapos sa protons and neutrons. They are not the simplest particles there is. So, yun po, continuous learning. And then, of course, ito na-share po ni Marty last week. Ito po yung mga podcast available din po. Pwedeng pakinggan ng mga estudyante natin habang nasa bahay sila. And they can learn from different experts, different scientists in various fields. So ito po, in addition to promoting adaptability, benefits po of continuous learning, ayan, na-develop yung natural abilities, enriches life, opens the mind, increases wisdom, makes the world a better place, and helps contribute to the society. So, yun, encourage po natin yung mga student natin to never stop learning. So, yun po yung last ng talk ko. This is my last, the quote that I want to leave you. So, become a student of change. It is the only thing that will remain constant. So, kailangan po na we need to be mindful of this truth in our life so that way we can find ways to help our students prepare for the future.